After their emotional draw last week, Jordie Taylor, Justin Cider, they are in the mix. Three-way dance for the internet title tonight on the TalkDown.
Shut up and sit down.
The following announcement has been paid for by the sarcastic little turd.
Tuesday night TalkDown. That's right. I'm not Zilla.
Johnny Dean? What's the point in me even doing this?
I gave Zilla the night off.
All that's gonna happen is the same thing that happens every week.
Zilla had a promo ready to go.
Every week I come in here and I cut the best promos of the week.
I'm making the executive decision to intervene. And I'll tell you why.
And every week they find something to nitpick at and duck me points, and yet somehow the dopes are the ones without a sense of humor?
It was to have fun. It's what it's all been about, isn't it? Having fun. We're not having fun anymore.
And then the acting like I'm on Legends thing is complete garbage.
We're not having fun anymore because
I'm not. You guys gave me critiques and I fixed them.
now we're being criticized for not having a sense of humor and not taking it too seriously. Man, which is it?
Where I come from, when the vets are giving you a hard time, it means you're doing something that they can't do.
But I'll tell you one thing. 30 years experience in the ring, it doesn't reflect to modern media.
It means you're changing the rules to their game and they can't beat you.
I'm going to tell you, where we come from, going live and calling someone a little turd,
Sarcastic little turd.
means you're calling them a piece of
Sarcastic little turd.
It's a piece of shit. I'll tell you one thing, nobody calls Zilla a piece of except for this piece of And that's another thing. If you don't like her swearing, turn the off. Now, first and foremost, I'd say acting that way means that you owe an apology.
Zilla!
Secondly, you claim that this is meant to be inspiring, that you're trying to inspire him to be better, except he's cleaned house 3 weeks in a row, which means he's currently the best you have.
I don't show up every week to impress the judges, all right? I'm here to cut promos for the people. And that's it. That's period.
Which means I don't understand what you're trying to inspire him to do. He listens to every critique that you give him, and he grows from them. He comes back better and stronger each time, and he pokes fun at one critique, and you go on a tangent, and you trump the entire vote. That's not inspiring. That's petty. Shaving points for sarcasm. It's petty. Because you're getting beaten at your own game. And a conspiracy theorist who shall remain nameless didn't invent the static filter. So call it what you will. I chose to pull Zilla from this match today. He's a prize fighter. Truly. And he's proven that. And rather than take a joke for a joke, you decide to call him a piece of
Sarcastic little turd.
and expect my prize fighter to go up against Jimmy Dean Sausage and take this all on the chin. No, sir. Let's let the fans decide. Let's let the fans decide if we come back next week. We don't care about winning the Jibber Jabberwocky Cup. We don't care about the title shot. Let's see if the fans actually care about what we bring to the table. Let's see if they really want the big picture by calling it a draw. Problemo? Sí. Extrañaré mi hermosa.
This is why we cannot sing. This is why
So my next opponent in the Jibber Jabber Cup is the money man himself, Mr. Money Mark. You know, I really like what you do. You take your bankroll, you go and help the senior citizens, you go and help the less fortunate. I think that's amazing, I really do. I think it is an amazing act of kindness. But one thing that I do not like, one thing that I have a problem with, Mr. Money Mark, is when you wave those bills around. That is very, very not cool. So, I do not need 60 seconds to tell you that if you come flashing that cash in Dylan Murphy's face, you are going home broke, Jack!
Yo, Mr. Money Mark here. You know Dylan Murphy. I normally use this money to help people, and you sure the heck could use somebody. But I don't like you, so I ain't about to offer you none. Your family wrote the law, you know Murphy's Law, the one that says, anything that will go wrong shall go wrong, seems to have come into effect this year, and I just don't like you because of that. Now, I ain't no wrestler, but I got Bry-Amley members that'll gladly smack you around for me, because you're one guy I just don't like. You can bank on that.
Mr. Machine, there are several reasons why you stick out like a sore thumb in this tournament, but I'm going to talk about the most interesting reason. See, everyone else in this tournament, I can figure out why they are in this tournament, because everyone wants to seek that validity. Everyone wants to be known as the next big star. Everybody wants that treatment, but you have already gained that notoriety. Marty Sugar has called you a living legend, and that's not a title that's earned overnight. So why? Why are you here now? Is it because you're tired of your name being associated with your successes of the past? Are you afraid of letting go of what once was? Are you afraid of a new age? Well, regardless of your reasoning, I'm going to give you what no one else in this tournament has offered. Because everyone else wants to give you aggression. Everyone wants to take you out like a dog, but I offer a mercy killing.
99! 100! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Are you punks feeling the burn? Cause you're gonna get burned. Devil's advocate. Do you think you're tough enough to mess with me? Huh? You think your face paint will protect you from the mayor of parts unknown? You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Isn't he a little handsy? Yeah, I don't like it. Maybe you do. You advocate for that sort of nonsense. You should be ashamed of yourself.
This Johnson Heights School behind me. Man, it was tough being the new kid, you know. Had my books thrown out of my hand, pushed into lockers. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Tuesday Night TalkDown, you know, being the new kid. It's tough for sure. And I'm taking on the most popular kid in school this Tuesday, Zilla. Well, just like my school years, I guess we know how that's gonna go.
Alrighty fans, so technically Zilla did not send in a 60-minute promo for the Jibber Jabber Cup this week, so he has been disqualified, and Johnny Dean wins by default, so congratulations big man on your victory. Let's move on. I said we're moving on. No, I don't care. No. Not for
This is why we here now. This is why we here now.
I have been directed by my producers to discuss the elephant in the room. Or dare I say the mosquitoes in the room. Dopes on the ropes, you hijacked the show again. I thought we had reached a truce, but then, of course, I may have made a statement while live on Facebook that upset you.
sarcastic little turd.
In the book The Friends of Voltaire, Evelyn Beatrice Hall wrote the very famous line, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." Zilla, Koj, and anyone else, you have the right to say whatever you want about me, about Big West Wrestling, about all of the programming that I put out there on my own dime, on my own time. You're welcome to do so. But if you gentlemen want to be involved in pro wrestling, there are certain things you gotta do. The old school is dying, and rightfully so. When I had to get taught a lesson back in my day, I got my neck broken twice. Left paralyzed in the middle of the ring, wondering if I would get up again. Got my arm torn out of the socket. That's not how we teach people anymore. We push them to do better. We light a fire under their butts. Sometimes it works. I lit a fire under Ace Redmond Jr.'s butt. I put him in his place, and what happened? Longest reigning television champion of all time. Ran 2 training camps in Inuvik to kick off a very successful beginning to a little company called Totally Arctic Wrestling. Other times it doesn't work.
I will no longer be working for this promotion, Big West Wrestling.
Other times you get guys like Jace Darcy going online and saying that I'm mentally abusive only because I said they were lazy and didn't properly promote the promotion that put their strap on them. So we need to find a middle ground here, gentlemen, because I'm not going anywhere, and I hope you're not going anywhere, because I appreciate you both. You both bring something to the table that other people don't. But to suggest that you can do something I can't is laughable. To suggest that I can't keep up with the times is ridiculous. I am literally on the forefront of what wrestling is in this province right now. And anyone that denies that is a moron. So I'm going to make you a deal, Zilla. You want to get treated with respect. You want to acknowledge or be acknowledged that you're the best promo on TalkDown. You are officially being removed from the Jibber Jabber Cup since Koj insisted you don't care about it anyway. Johnny Dean wins by forfeit this week. Dylan Murphy, as long as he cuts a promo next week, will win by forfeit in the 5th and final week. You, however, if you do decide to show up, as it suggested you might not, but if you do, Zilla, you will face the internet champion, whoever it will be, as of this week. Let's take a quick break from the TalkDown to discuss Live Laugh Lariat on September the 26th, after it was announced that Mercury and Beef Boy were going to open up the show. Mercury decided to up the ante.
That is so cool. On September 26th, we could have a match. We could have a match with Beef Boy one-on-one. And what the teaching a lesson, well, I think that's pretty silly. He's here to teach me a lesson, right? You know, I should be really happy for him. I should be really happy for him. I've watched Beef Boy come up from the beginning almost, from the ground floor. But I mean, it's so stupid because I was doing it long before him. I was doing this way before he was around, you know. But he's really such a good kid, and he has potential, and he has a future, and he has that really cool weight gimmick where he says he's 605 pounds. But even though I've heard that before, I mean, it's not like Beef Boy's been on national television. Beef Boy didn't get a protection in WWE. Beef Boy didn't wrestle in 6 states. Beef Boy didn't wrestle across Canada. But I did. I've been doing this long before Beef Boy. Now I'll be doing this long after Beef Boy is gone. I've been here my whole life. You know what? I waited a long time to do this. So long, in fact, that I'm willing to put it all on the line. I'm willing to put it all on the line, Beefmania. I'm so confident that I can beat you. I am so confident that I can beat you that I will challenge you to a loser leaves town. This town is big enough for the both of us.
Will Beef Boy accept this shocking new challenge?
Tune in to find out!
Big West Wrestling Tuesday TalkDown. Now you know what? Once again this week I have to go up against Deztro The Eskimofo. Mofo, the only thing Eskimofo about you is that you're going to lose to me in TalkDown this week. The first time it was close. The second time it was close. The third time we had Justin Cider thrown in the mix. This time it won't be so good for you. I will end you, Mr. Eskimofo, because your little hallway promos, your little garage workshop promos can't save you from me, man. No matter how north you go, you can't escape me. And if you think you're gonna beat me, you played yourself.
Peake, I don't want you to take this personally, but when I call you insignificant, I mean that in the bigger picture of the Deztro Eskimofo saga. When people look back and they say, how did Deztro claim the internet championship of Big West Wrestling? They will look back at this as the genesis and they will say, oh yeah, he destroyed Peake in that one-on-one after they put him through so many four-man matches. And that started the wave of momentum that brought him to the big show, the Big West Internet Wrestling Championship once again. I ended last season with a title shot, and damn sure I'm not waiting till the end of this season to get another one. Peake, you are going down for one reason, and that is because I am on a mission. I am a man on a mission, but don't call me Mabel. But I am able. I'm able to beat you. I'm able to beat everybody else that comes across me, so please bring it on, Big West, because the king of the North, the real king of the North, is here. And sorry, Marty, but that is my title, because I am the Eskimofo. And don't forget it.
State of emergency, I have not forgotten the pain you put me through on August 15th. But on September 26th, I get the revenge that I need, as we are in another 3-person tag match. It's going to be me, one half of the Thrash Wrestling Tag Team Champions, alongside the other Thrash Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Mad Dog Marty Sugar. But then we also got a mystery partner. You guys are going to find out who that mystery partner is until the day of. But there's a slight little twist. Sleazy Steve, he gets to be the special guest referee. And the way you guys treated him is nothing compared to what we're going to do to you guys. Whether he wants to admit it or not, Sleazy Steve has always been a good friend of Chucky Lee Ray. And the only emergency you guys are going to see is the emergency room. See you guys September 26th, the Summerland Youth Center.
Sleazy Steve, man who likes nice sunglasses and nice coats. Gotta find something nice for him. No. Oh. Now Sensu and Rage Against the Machine once told us, know your enemy. This week Lance Skullz knows his enemy. It's a boy by the name of Sleazy Steve. Our careers are paralleled, Steve. Season 1, we were always near the top. You got screwed over by the family. But you need to sit down and shut up, boy, because the adults are talking. Now, who are you going to blame when you lose? That's rhetorical. I don't care. Because see, you get struck down by lightning, or as I roll through like thunder.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
So this week I got Lance Skullz with a Z. Weird spelling, but I'm not going to criticize it. And Lance Skullz, you and me have wanted this matchup for a while, and we're finally getting it. But I have a few points I want to bring up. Number one being, I've been on TalkDown week after week after week after week after week after week. But where are you? You just seem to do it when you feel like it. And speaking of wondering where you are, I'm hoping August 15th rings a little bell. You see, that's when we were supposed to have the Okanagan Cup, and we had the Okanagan Cup without Lance Skullz, someone who was supposed to be on the card with his crony Todd Quality. But you weren't there. I was there, but you weren't. And you think you can just barge in to TalkDown, face someone like me who is outclassing and outranking you in every way that you can conceive. And you think you're going to pick up a victory and go walk on to the Internet Championship? No, that's not going to happen. I'm going to beat you just as bad as I beat Deztro last week. And I'm moving on to the Internet Championship. So have fun, Skullz.
Congratulations to the Voros twins who just won the Real Canadian Wrestling Tag Team Championships on August 28th. The BC invasion of RCW continues this next weekend when Slave, Camaro Cope, and myself head to RCW for a little hardcore title tournament.
Every day. Every day I watch, I learn, I listen. Every day I try to better myself because I want to be the best in this business. Justin, Cider, and Skye, my current objectives right now for Tuesday Night TalkDown. One's the longest reigning Internet champion, the other one might as well change her name to Storm with what you've taken the Internet title by recently. When I listen to you talk, I can feel your words. And I respect that. There's belief. But this is my life. And if it's not yours, are we really playing in the same game? Sooner or later, one of you is going to slip up. And I'll be there to clean the bones.
Oh, baby, it feels good to be back in the main event again. Right where I belong and where I've been more than anybody else in Big West Tuesday Night TalkDown history. Here to reclaim what is rightfully mine, that Big West Internet Championship. But to do so, it's a triple threat. I gotta go through the current champion, the unbeaten, undefeated Skye. And the current Big West television champion, you're welcome, Jordie Taylor. Now, Skye, your rise to power was absolutely epic. A story you'll be telling for a long, long time. You've beaten some of the greats, and you'll be tested again next week when you open the show one-on-one versus Jordie Taylor. Because you see, I don't need a 24-hour promo to beat you. I'm not afraid of you. I have more dark clouds in my head than you could ever manifest, Skye. Jordie Taylor. Man of 1,000 grunts. Thinks I sound the same in every promo. Well, I got some facts for you. Because you may not like what I have to say. You can't argue with me. I beat you in a 4-way battle. I beat you again, one-on-one. And it took an executive decision. An executive decision! Just to get a draw. So that the man with one of the worst records in Tuesday Night TalkDown could be in the main event for the championship. So Jordie, I hope you brought all your awkward silences and all your grunts. And Skye, I hope you bring all your darkness and all your fancy lights. Because the fact of the matter is, the ratings don't lie. And the fans have made it clear there was only one catchphrase they all want to hear. And that is that there is no promo cutter better than your censor button strutter, the entertainment provider, your best friend, Justin Cider.
Last week, they didn't have a single person ready to take on Skye for the title. Now they have two of the best in all of TalkDown coming for my championship. Jordie Taylor, you're covered in Champions Gold, a shining star from head to toe. And it's an honor that you're coming for my title, because what's another one to you? As for you, Cider, I hope your ego wasn't too affected by the fact your championship was taken by a little girl, because your confidence is what got you that championship in the first place. So you better bring out those catchphrases, utilize it all, because this week we've got double the competition. And I am the youngest Big West champ of all time and still undefeated. So just know, when the lights go out, it's Skye, and I'm staying the star of your nightmares, the bearer of your night terrors, and the Big West Internet Champion.
Do not forget that the only way to have your vote count is to fill out a ballot completely by picking a winner or draw on every match and posting it in the comment section of wherever you are watching this video. Please note that the internet title match between Skye, Jordie Taylor, and Justin Cider does not have the option to call it a draw. There must be a winner! The deadline to vote is Wednesday, September 2nd at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Do not be late! Meanwhile, this week's Thursday Night Throwdown will be coming to you live from the road as I make my way to Alberta to compete in a tournament to crown a new real Canadian wrestling hardcore champion during the Labor Day long weekend. On Friday, I'll be at Legion 1 in Calgary and Saturday night at the Norwood Legion in Edmonton. A link to both events will be found in the comments below. Wherever you are this long weekend, please party responsibly and stay safe as we celebrate the end of one of the strangest summers of all time. I am Mad Dog Marty Sugar. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.